Chapter 8. For months went by fast. Find Reveinne and Neptali. He was the epitome of a good husband. He always comes home early from work. He also noticed that it had no vice's body, except maybe too much working it out, if you can call it vice. It is very attentive to him considerate. She never thought that married life would be this exciting and contenting. It seems it refutes all that it is not good things he hears about living, married. Whether she admits it or not, she really was enjoying being with him. As if the life, married, in the company of this is really for to him. She loved every minute of it. It doesn't interfere with things that are wanted he did. It didn't even stop him continue working in their bookstore friends. Mare, isn't there a reason to be? Being a warrior is real, shall we? Question neither mine while they are having lunch with friends at bookstore office. Yes, Lee agreed. Hey, hurry up, both of you. I'm dying to be a doting godmother. And then I want charcoal sip hot soup. He looked at them in wonder. You just want to sip something hot soup, then the rice porridge. It's still hot, that soup, he said. Mina laughed. Wow, Mare, it's happening, you have a sense of humor. He simply ignored them and attention poured into the food. How will he answer them? Even though there is still no intervening between them nor Neptali, sometimes he even annoys me. That he was caring and kind, but not once it did not indicate that it wanted to carry on their marriage is on a different level. Sometimes it is she thought of wearing those sexy lingeries gifted to him by Mina and Lee. Feeling he continued that it was not there at all felt attraction to him. That's it, only something happened to them when they were first meet because he is drunk. But he also immediately put it out of your mind. Isn't he in Nueva Ecija several times? This stolen kiss? Or maybe is he getting ugly? But neither. The two told him friends and their employees a strange set her aura and blooming. He was surprised when he left the bookstore that afternoon. Waiting for him there, Neptali. Within a few months of their marriage, that was the first time he picked her up at work. Hi, it greets. Come on, just go along with it. Mine now. Why? What is the occasion? Nothing. I just realized what kind of a jerk I have been. Since we got married, I haven't invited you out to eat yet. He smiled. And where are you with me? Plan to bring it, right? He just smiled sweetly and led the way he in the car. Maybe he never will, that smile is boring. He took her to a fine dining restaurant. He was very happy with their dinner date, and she hoped it wouldn't be the last. Happy birthday, Reveinne. Congratulations to him of Mina and Lee when he opened the door of bookstore office. He was happy, sad that day. He was happy because it was his birthday again. He was also happy because of the greeting he received from his employees, and the two friend he is sad because he is not at all. Greeted Neptali as she left the house a while ago. Well, how can he greet you otherwise? Does he know it's your birthday today? Sermon a part of his mind. But he could have found a way. Against one. He just tried to liven up the afternoon that. He concerned himself with the needs due and take care of at the bookstore. Evening as he invited Mina and Lee to eat outside and go to the bar. He will have fun, after all, it's his birthday. It's 10 o'clock at night he got home. The whole house was very dark. When he turned on the light, he saw Neptali sleeping on the sofa. He was sleeping like a baby. Based on the distortion of its body and sofa, he knew it was uncomfortable. He was surprised by what he was wearing. Like going to a party. Or maybe he went to a party and got drunk so fell asleep on the sofa. But he doesn't care if it's difficult even in its twisting there. There's a sulk he's still here because there's no effort at all find out his birthday. Where the hell have you been? Why not just you? His hoarse voice, which was so damn sexy, was laced with impatience and boredom. It will wipe it again when it turns around he and its behavior. It got up and fixed at the tangled clothes. It approached him when in arms it doesn't smell like alcohol, but still annoyed him too. Why don't you answer my question? Why? Is it bad to have fun on your birthday? Me, he snapped with a mixture of reproach. Yes, it's bad to have fun on your birthday especially. Your face is so thick, he cut in it will say. He still thought it was gradual there is hope in their union. Especially and even once they have never argued. Will you let me finish? Seemed to be annoyed as well this. He kept quiet. He folded his arms and waited for it to speak again. It's bad for you to have fun on your birthday, especially when someone is waiting on when you come to surprise you. Day off, he even has all the helpers for the two of you alone the whole house for your birthday. Since you're not here yet, he's starving waiting for you to arrive. Afterwards, he tired to cook a special dinner for the two of you. He just fell asleep waiting for you. His voice was full of caress while saying that. She was too stunned to react to what he said. That's when he knew it was his birthday and it prepared a surprise. That's why the whole house is so quiet when he comes. Another surprise is that he found out that she knew how to cook. His heart was filled with pleasure. It did. "Hi, I'm sorry," bowed down and begged. He's sorry. It raised his face. "I am going to forgive you for what you did. Just kiss me." His whole body stiffened at the words this. He was gazing at her intently. It seems to be waiting. This is his answer. But what the heck? It's been a long time waiting to feel the kisses again. This. She just had to take that chance to take their marriage a step further. He swallowed his shame. Also, get married they are. He held it in the face and sweet kiss on the lips. He poured in that kiss is the longing he feels. It seems that it is not satisfied with the simple that welding of their lips. He took charge and deepened the kiss. He was urging her to open her mouth for him. It felt so good tasting his kiss again. And his tight embrace. That has also become passionate. He answered here. "Even if I'm already starving to death, I have to appease another kind of hunger," he said. When their lips parted for the wind blows, they are both lacking of breath. After that, it was this again claimed her lips. She could feel his arousal just below her belly. He did not know that there was power. He awakens its desire for just a simple kiss. It felt so good knowing it. He promised her while still being weak their lips. She knew he was heading for their bedroom. Getting there is gentle, he put her on the bed. Just realized his lips covered her chest. He just moaned at the sensation it causes him. No part of her body was left untouched by his powerful hands and his hot lips. The wind has blown to where his inhibitions. She boldly kissed him. Her hands were doing their own exploration of his muscular body. And it seemed to please him, too. He imitated her every move. Confessed. He responded warmly to every kiss and touch it. And the seeming pleasure of singing with every growl, he lost more and more his mind. That became even more passionate his every move. Until she felt him enter her. The entrapment of his rigid manhood inside her made her realize how she longed for this to happen again. His deep, incessant movements started. Apparently, its every movement accompanies that their hearts beat erratically. They both became restless. They joined hands as they moved towards heaven. Together now they reached that place without anything inferior happiness. She screamed his name when the blinding light of eternity reached her consciousness. Later, he felt the following him. He felt the spreading heat in his core. And when the tide of passion had finally subsided, it fell on top of his chest. "I love you," he whispered before ending. Sleepiness took over his spirit. Reveinne woke up to sweet kisses that. When he woke up, he said Neptali's smiling face. He did not really boring to look at the face this when he wakes up in the morning. It's like waking up. It's also because her hair is still messy, but he was still ravishingly handsome. He also smiled at her before hanging them up, hand on the back of his neck and meet his kiss. "Before where it ends up, I want to give you something," he said breathlessly. Their lips parted. He got off the bed. She couldn't help but be awed by his magnificent body. He looked so confident striding the room without any clothes on. When he went back to bed, it was like that the pounding of his chest. A small one, it is holding a box. "Here's my birthday present, sweetie," he said, smiling as he handed it to him. He reached for it and opened it. Grown up his eyes when he saw its contents. One earring that, despite the simplicity of design, is very elegant. "This is an expensive gift of yours," he cried, he said. "But nothing is much more precious than what happened last night." They beamed, it said smartly. He seemed so happy. Then he kissed her on the forehead and hugged. He was also hugged here. He is also happy because somehow he knew they were the same, attracted to each other. Although he is sure if she felt for this, she would work on making him say the words. He certainly isn't anymore. It will be difficult there. They just broke up hugging each other when the phone rang on the side table. Because he who is closer to that is the one answered. Suddenly he felt numb. because of what the person on the other line said. No longer he even understood what he was saying. He just started crying. "Grandpa," he said. He didn't realize it, he has given up auditory. Neptali took the phone. This is the talk to the caller. When it ended in talking, he hugged her again. He snuggled into his chest, seeking comfort there. Its sweet voice as well as those its touch dispels doubts and sadness in his chest. "It's okay, sweetie. Everything's gonna be all right. I'm just here by your side." He wanted to hold on to what he said, that he have to stick to the promise, that he needs the reassurance it brings that to him. Why when so beautiful of the beginning of his morning it will be destroyed by bad news?